Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Anime1 back here with a new video, and today I'm here with the final part of what if Naruto was neglected and had the JOUGAN. So if you guys like the content in the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and while you're at it, also like this video. So without any delay, let's begin the video. Start this what if off with many of people going, or many of the people of Konoha going towards the Sound Village. Now, while you're going towards the Sound Village, if you guys do not remember, in the previous part, Naruto was sealed away. And Naruto currently is the most powerful person in the entirety of planet. And Toby knew that he couldn't kill Naruto, like no one could, except like if he revived Madara and stuff. So that's why like he decided that the best way to deal with Naruto would be like to seal him away, right? So they have got the information that Naruto was sealed in the land of silence, but they also got the information that Orochimaru was, involved in this whole attack, and they know that Orochimaru is, in the land of sound. So they're currently going there, and with a few Hyugas, two Hyugas, specifically Hiyashi and Hijashi. I mean, specifically Hiyashi, and then a weird guy, and they also had Neji with them, along with Minato, Kakashi, and Jiraiya, and then of course Tsunade, who like insisted that she must go with them, otherwise she would be mad at Minato, and Minato was like, okay, for fuck's sake, okay, fine, come with me. And then after that, they're literally going towards the village. Minato's heart is beating really fast as he remembers the time when he had with Naruto, as an infant that Naruto was, how he like hugged Naruto close to his chest, when Naruto was merely a child, because at that time he didn't know about the prophecy and whatnot. For him, both Naruto and his other children were literally the same, so he couldn't like treat anyone any differently. So at that time they were pretty much equal, and Minato like regrets his entire life for like pretty much neglecting Naruto in favor of Menman, Mito, and whatnot. And right now, as they're going towards the Sound Village, once they arrive, they sense the location of Orochimaru. Because why? How can they sense it? Because Minato is currently in Sage mode. As I already said, Minato has completely mastered Sage mode, and because of that, he's able to tap into Sage mode with the help of Ma and Pa. As Pa is in Minato's shoulder, and Ma is in Jiraiya's shoulder, as they both have Master Sage mode. Let's just say Jiraiya has Master Sage mode. After seeing Minato Master Sage mode, he was like, yeah, I have to do this as well. So both have Master Sage mode right now. As they both are going towards, all are going towards the location of Orochimaru, they, with the help of the Byakugan, they're able to avoid any kind of traps. Anyone that come in their way are literally killed without a second thought, as they're trying to get the location of Orochimaru. Soon they realize that okay, Orochimaru is not in the base, and they think that Orochimaru must have gone on a mission. Right, when Minato tries to teleport towards Naruto's the marking that he left in Naruto, you simply can't, because well, the prison realm doesn't really allow any kind of ninjutsu to be activated. So they're literally thinking, what the hell can they do? They do not know where Naruto is. And as for where Naruto is literally with Toby, like 24/7. Naruto is with Toby. So as all this is happening, after some time, they see Orochimaru returning to the village. Minato specifically stayed back, and no one else that did. They were like, "Oh, we'll search for some other Akatsuki members. Please stay a little patient, Lord Fourth." And after Minato comes there, Orochimaru senses Minato, and it's like, Lord Fourth, what honor have I done to be graced with your presence? And Minato's like, let's cut to the chase, Orochimaru. Where is my son? And once Minato says that, Orochimaru is like, where is the son, you say? Well, I was planning on betraying the Akatsuki anyways. They're not being, useful to me, so I had to betray them. But anyways, I might as well tell you. Orochimaru starts to speak about what happened. It tells Minato that, Naruto is too powerful. Like, the Akatsuki, like, really feared Naruto, and the hidden leader of the Akatsuki named Toby slash Madara, that Minato immediately recognized as the masked man who attacked the village 17 years ago. And Orochimaru tells him that, that masked man is a lot stronger now. Like, yes, you are also a lot stronger, but like, right now, if I had to decide who would win within you two, because I fought both of you, I would bet. I would have my bets on no one to be specific, because I really don't have any idea. Minato would be like, are you sure that we're even? And Orochimaru's like, yeah, you're even, but there's like, if there was any one person that I know that could beat both of you, that would have been Naruto. But so since he's sealed, then that's not possible. I know Minato asked Orochimaru, where Toby, this Toby guy is, and Orochimaru says that this Toby guy that you speak of, I also don't know where he is, but he definitely has Naruto in his custody in the prison realm. And Minato is like, okay, for this information that you have given me, I will let you live today. I will let you live, and I'll, for as long as you don't do any crafty shit against Konoha, I will not hunt you down. Orochimaru is like, okay, that's acceptable, since I'm gonna be in a run again against the Akatsuki anyway, since I've just sort of betrayed them. Yeah. And then Minas is like, yeah, whatever. Soon Minato goes back to the village, and the other come back to the village after doing their research as well. And they find out that, Minato tells them that Toby has Naruto in his custody. They try, they don't know where Toby is, because Obito, of course, has Kamui. And with Kamui, you really don't have any kind of traces left behind. Minato tries to teleport, after pretty much confirming that it was the same masked man that attacked the village 17 years ago. He tries to teleport to the masked man, but finds out that he can't. And when he does teleport to a location, it is really not where the masked man. It is simply a location which is a deserted home. And Minato's like, okay, this is pretty bad. Like, if we have to get Naruto unsealed, because Akatsuki is doing their move. Asuma was killed, and during this time as well, and things are not looking good. Asuma was killed. The 2 tails has been captured. 3 tails has been captured. 4 tails has been captured. Up to the 6 tails, all have been captured. And Minato's just cursing in his mind. If Naruto was here, the Akatsuki wouldn't have gotten so far. Like, Naruto was always wary of the organization. After he had fought he had fought Toby. And after Itachi, after Shisui's death, after he had fought Toby, he was, really wary that the Akatsuki is a huge threat, and Minato really didn't take it seriously as much, because he didn't thought it was the same masked man. He just thought it was the another kind of masked man, since he believed that he killed a masked man during all those years ago, because he literally had stabbed him in the chest. And how can someone recover by that, unless you don't have Hashirama cells made up of half of your body like Obito does? So, yeah. After few things happen here and there, Jiraiya decides to go to the Rain Village. And since Jiraiya has perfected his Sage mode, but I still don't see him beating Pain, specifically in the Rain Village, where the Diva Path and the others are literally at their strongest. We have to remember that the Pain had fought Naruto really, really weakened. He had used the chaotic Shinra Tensei already, and not to mention he had already fought so many people before Naruto, so Pain was exhausted before actually fighting Sage Mode Naruto. So in this case, I don't see Jiraiya beating Pain in any kind of way, and I see him dying. Jiraiya in this case actually does manage to send the message to Minato, and Minato this time, since Minato knows him the best in the village, and Minato is his one and only student. His best student is what Jiraiya would like to call Minato. As Jiraiya's messages go back to the village, everyone is informed that Jiraiya that Menna and Mito are heartbroken, since Jiraiya was like a grandfather to them. He pretty much trained them during all this time, and they literally like don't know what to do. They want to go, since they both have Master Sage mode. They both want to go and just pretty much kill Pain, but Minato's like, if Jiraiya couldn't beat them, like, what makes you think that you can? Like, I know that you are on Jiraiya's level, and maybe the two of you ganging up could like harm him, but we don't know that man's full strength. Like, all Jiraiya had discovered is that all that the bodies aren't the real thing. Since Jiraiya also sent back one of the paths of Pain's body back to Konoha for research and whatnot. After all this happens, Pain attacks the village hidden in the leaves and gets his ass whooped. Sorry, but Pain is now winning against the entire village hidden in the leaves. The entirety of the the entirety of the Hidden Leaf Village is alive. Itachi, who has unlocked his Mangekyo Sharingan, in the original to debate, Itachi was like sort of already on Pain's level. In this case, Itachi is not sick because Tsunade is there and she can pretty much heal his illness. Like Itachi himself might like be a really big challenge for Pain. Not to mention Menma and Mito, who are like above Sage more Jiraiya level, and Minato, who's literally bordering Madara's level of strength. Like how is Pain, like Minato by himself will win against Pain. Not to mention there's also Tsunade, and the entirety of the Uchiha clan is alive. The Hyuga clan is there. So many people are just there, and Pain is getting his ass whooped. Of course, since like Minato is a lot smarter than Naruto, he would have figured out that the real one is not amongst them. The message of Jiraiya that the real body is not amongst these people. It would use this Sage mode to reverse track Nagato and then pretty much kill Nagato there and there. Before Minato could take Nagato's Rinnegan out of his eye socket, Konan would actually escape Nagato's body and the Rinnegan. Minato would curse because the Rinnegan is actually quite a bit of powerful weapon, and yeah, it's gonna be a real hassle to deal with that. After all of this mess actually happens, Kisame is sent to capture the Eight Tails, which Kisame actually does with relative ease. There's like nothing that Killer Bee could do. Even in the original, Killer Bee was literally losing against Kisame. So yeah, Killer Bee is getting captured by Kisame, and this time there's no escape by substitution jutsu, since Kisame is like a straightforward fighter, and there's no escaping him by the way of substitution jutsu. So Killer Bee is getting captured, and after Killer Bee gets captured, the 5 Kage summit is called by the Raikage in order to pretty much just get things done and get to the Akatsuki. The Raikage is a little heated, but Minato says that they have a way to deal with the Akatsuki real quick. He says that if they were able to seal his son, if they were able to unseal Naruto, his son, which Naruto had built a reputation in like this time skip, during the time skip. Like, he was really popular around the nations as someone who's probably the most strongest man on the planet. And all the other Kages are like, yeah, like I understand that your son is probably the strongest man alive, but the thing is that we don't know where Toby is. Like, we really don't. And after all that happens, then the Toby this teleports into the 5 Kage summit like it's none of their business, and then demands to hand over the 9 tails to him. Otherwise, it's a war. The five Kage, of course, deny this, saying that, like, are you a fool? Of course, we're not gonna hand you down the fucking nine tails, you dumb bimbo. And like Obito's like, okay, you called me a dumb bimbo. Here, I declare war on you all. And as Obito says that, this time, this Obito actually has the Rinnegan in his eye socket. Because, he dealt with Conan before coming to the Five Kage Summit. And he teleports away, saying that they'll meet in the battlefield. But before he teleports away, Minato does ask Obito, where is Naruto? And Obito, sort of chuckles and says that, that boy alone is a real big thorn in his plans. So don't worry, your Lord Fourth, that your son is nice, little safe, in a location where no one can get him. And Minato's like, you bastard, like, give me back my son. And Minato's like, Obito's like, just for fuck's sake, I seal him away for a reason, man. And Obito just teleports away. Soon, the fourth great Shinobi War happens. As the fourth great Shinobi War happens, the Kabuto approaches Obito after, not Kabuto, I mean Orochimaru approaches Obito, after, he gets Madara's body via Zetsu's, influence and all that. Obito and Madara, Orochimaru pretty much says that, and then when Obito, tries to kill Orochimaru, Orochimaru brings out Madara's body, and Obito is forced to back off, as that's he cannot handle Madara. So eventually, uh, you know, uh, after some digging here and there, after Obito actually goes off to the war, Orochimaru does manage to get the box where Naruto was sealed. That he like Toby told Orochimaru where Naruto is sealed, since he doesn't think that Orochimaru will really like want Naruto, but Orochimaru thinks that by doing this he will be safe, since he knows for a fact that Naruto will be unsealed at some point of time, and he doesn't want to be on Naruto's bad side. Orochimaru like actually knows like how strong Naruto is, since in his fight against Kakuzu, Hidan, and him versus Naruto, he sensed it for like a few seconds, but Naruto was about to unleash his full power, and that terrified Orochimaru so much that he was like, okay, I need to get on this guy's good side. But of course, he's also waging war against the five great nations for his own benefits and whatnot. Toby pretty much agrees that whatever, like, do whatever you fuck you want, and soon Toby, along with the six paths of Jinchuriki, starting from the three tails all the way to the eight tails, actually go right towards the location towards the war location, pretty much. Toby also goes to get the Kinkaku and Kinkaku, which are hidden in the location, which have been resurrected and sealed away. He actually gets them just in case things don't work out as good as before. I also forgot to mention, Minman Mito did go to the location to train to control the Nine Tails' full power. And since people do agree that these boys and girls should participate in the war after Minato pretty much, who's the leader of the Shinobi Alliance, managed to convince them, right? Since he does think that we will need their strength in order to fight against 8 tail beasts, right? This time not freaking 7. This time it is 8 tail beasts. So yeah. Soon after all this ruckus happens, pretty much as the same in the canon, Menman Mito enter the war after mastering the 9 tails. Mito has the good side of Kurama, so that side of Kurama sort of, just So he's like, yeah, fine, I'll cooperate with you. The one inside Menma is like, okay, you little son of a bitch, I'm not gonna cooperate with you until like Menma like eventually convinces him that if he doesn't cooperate, they both are gonna die. Does he want to be sealed inside a ghetto statue? And Kuruma's like, for fuck's sake, fine, I'll do it. And then they start to cooperate and whatnot. Soon they enter the war. Madara is finally revived. As Madara is revived, Orochimaru is planning. As he's doing that, he's also planning to figure out a way to actually the seal unseal Naruto as well. But he cannot like really do it. Like he doesn't plan on doing it right now. He plans on doing this after the war and whatnot. Use Madara in order to pretty much deal with Naruto is what he was thinking. But he is interfered when Itachi and Fugaku come rolling at his ass, and they're like, yeah, big boy, you better undo the Edo Tensei or we're gonna whoop your ass. Orochimaru's like, for fuck's sake, you cannot do anything to me. Since Orochimaru is weaker than Sage Mode Kabuto, please don't come at me, but he really is weaker than Sage Mode Kabuto. Orochimaru is getting his ass whooped. And I'll also say that Orochimaru in this case just prepared for Uchihas to come after him. Let's just say that he like sort of was immune to Genjutsu until Fugaku whooped out the Izanami, and that didn't turn out so good. Orochimaru also tells them, like under Izanami, Orochimaru also tells them that the prison room and this box that you see, yeah, this is the only way to actually, this is where Naruto is sealed. Soon both of them, Itachi and Fugaku, like try to figure out a way to unseal Naruto, and soon they like figure out a way after like doing some research and whatnot. And Itachi, by using his Amaterasu, like burns the box, and by burning the box, Fugaku, who has the ability to pretty much undo any kind of ninjutsu, but he can only use this ability one time in a day, so he pretty much undoes the sealing jutsu, and a huge earthquake is went off, as Toby, who sensed it, smirks in his mind as he thinks, ha, I just in case Naruto was unsealed, I had prepared the seal in such a way that if Naruto is like unsealed, he will be unsealed like 8,000 meters below the ground, where the tension and the pressure will be so much that Naruto will be fucking killed instantly as he's released from the prison realm. And Toby's thinking that in his mind, but things don't turn out so good as they seem now, do they, Obito? As Naruto, as a portal opens in front of Obito, and Naruto steps out of it. His entirety of his outfit in his upper torso that he was wearing, his upper part outfit was completely torn off, and Naruto was pretty much naked in his upper half, and he was looking at Toby, and Toby was like, okay, how did you survive? I am really curious to know. And Naruto's like, boy, you don't want to know, but outside of that, shouldn't you be like choosing your words carefully for a dead man? And as Naruto says that, Obito's like, oh, and he's sort of scared because he knows that Naruto's gonna whoop his ass, but he's sort of confident in this case because he has a freaking 6 Jinchurikis behind his back. And then Naruto sees this and he's like, oh, you have Jinchurikis behind your back, bravo, you think they can defeat me? Like, seriously? Obito's like, oh, we'll just have to see about that. Naruto's like, oh boy, I'm gonna kill your ass today, here and now. I've wanted to kill your ass for a long time for killing Shisui, and I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it. And soon, the 6 paths of, Jinchuriki starts to engage Naruto, but unfortunately, yeah, Naruto is too strong. Naruto is too strong, even when they go on their full tail beast transformation. And Naruto, who can fly, who can fly again, who can fly, is not phased in the least. As I said, Naruto can use Eclipse release to pretty much like negate chakra. So when they like throw tail beast bombs on him, he pretty much like negates them with relative ease. Soon Men meets a common Naruto. It's like, okay, you guys, why don't you deal with this tail beast thing? And they're like, okay, fine, we'll deal with it. And then soon they both enter the Nine Tails cloak and deal with all of the other tail beast. Toby during this time is like, okay, fuck, like without the tail beast, my ass is gonna get whooped. And after all the tail beasts are taken care of, Naruto rushes towards Toby to deal with him, but before Naruto could actually clash with Toby, he swaps hands with not a red eye, purple-eyed man with purple eyes in both of his eye socket, and he's like, who would have thought the real man himself would have came here? As Naruto would have said that, Madara would look at him. The user of the JOUGAN, huh? As Madara would say that he and Naruto both would jump back. As Madara would look at Naruto. The only one that I met in my entire life was the first Uzukage. He was quite a bit of a strange man. He never really wanted to uh, take part in any of the clan conflicts that was happening. He was a rather strange man. But I did hear during my time that his strength rivaled me and Hashirama. Even when he never fought any of us, people just speculated that. But you, on the other hand, where I did meet the first user of the Jogan, you and him have complete different auras. What did you do, boy? Naruto pretty much like smirks and says that, oh, don't mistaken him. He and the previous user of the Jogan are not the same. Naruto says that he's awakened, he's an honored one, and Madara's like, a honored one. You're setting yourself hyping yourself quite a bit up. And Naruto's like, oh, don't worry. The legend of the Uchiha, who he couldn't even defeat, the first Hokage's, talking trash to him. He better be ready because he's about to kill his ass. And Madara's like, okay, let's see how he deals with that, because he just recently whooped the five Kage's ass without like having much of trouble. And Naruto's like, oh, that's actually cool. After you say that, I could have done that myself. And Madara is like, oh, you're that confident and that cocky. And Naruto and Madara start to battle. The battle is ferocious, but I already said it to you guys that the Jogan's like the speed and the stab boost that the Jogan actually gives you is so insane that Madara can't keep up with Naruto. Yes, like he's forced to use this Susanoo, and Naruto, who can literally negate chakra, can literally punch through the Susanoo. And yeah, because Naruto with his Eclipse release can literally negate chakra. He literally covers his whole body with Eclipse release, and almost like phases through the Susanoo. As Madara is he's surprised by all of this. He curses since he's losing. Madara is losing since Naruto's speed, strength, durability, and all that stuff is too much for Madara to handle. So Naruto's like, okay, I'm dealing damage to you, and if you were alive, you would have probably died. And Madara's like, yeah, no comments on that, bro. I would have probably died. But Madara's like pretty happy that he's having the time of his life, to say the least. But since there's not kind of any kind of shit, the four Kages are not gonna get, not four and three in this case, are not gonna get revived, and yeah, that's sort of bad. If you would think that, you're wrong, because the entirety of the Uchiha clan is alive, and Itachi, who has the Toxica blade, can actually like sort of deal with Madara. As the other people in the alliance start to arrive in the battlefield, the Ten Tails is awakened. As I already said, Eight Tails was already inside of the Geta statue, and Obito had already gotten the Kinkaku and Ginkaku from the time below, and then he pretty much seals them inside the tent, and the Ten Tails awakens. Obito's like, okay, Naruto Uzumaki, you have been really strong, I'm not gonna lie. But you did me those two siblings of yours did me a favor by actually like destroying the seal that was over my heart. Like Obito actually like, instead of like waiting for Kakashi to come, he like used Menman Mito to pretty much get rid of the seal in his heart. And then after he does that, the Tentail, he can become the Tentail Jinchuriki, and Obito becomes the Tentail Jinchuriki. Madara is like, okay, listen, you're stronger than me, I admit, but that guy over there is also stronger than me, so, first, I suggest you deal with him. Naruto's like, okay, I'll deal with him, whatever. But Naruto soon realizes that his Eclipse release is now working on Obito, since he's the Ten Tails Jinchuriki. Naruto actually is sort of frightened by the power of Obito, since Obito is sort of the Ten Tails Jinchuriki, and there's no way that anyone is beating Obito 1v1. But soon Naruto actually starts fighting Obito in relative equal grounding. But Naruto's speed and agility, all of that, are higher than Obito. So but Obito's regeneration is keeping him on foot with Naruto, as he like starts to laugh as he says that, haha, not the strongest anymore, huh? How does it feel to be inferior? Naruto like, a boy, I'm not inferior to you. It's just that your regeneration is too much. Like, after I take care of your regeneration, you're getting your ass whooped. And after that, soon Menma Mito, along with their Sage Mode Kurama, enter the battlefield, and they start fighting Obito. Soon after all this happens, Obito, Naruto, Menma Mito get a chakra tug of war with Obito after, Obito, starts shaking, and, his entirety of his existence just flashed over his eyes. That, he was thinking in his mind, did he really do the right thing? And once this chakra tug of war begins, Obito lost. Let's just put it that simple. And then after all this happens, all the tail beasts are released, fortunately. And after all the tail beasts are released, Obito is on the ground, pretty much almost death-like. But Obito, in this case, who had not changed his mind, since there's no Naruto to talk no jutsu him. I mean, there's no original Naruto who's, happy-go-lucky to, pretty much talk no jutsu him. Obito's not changing his mind. So soon Kakashi comes and kills him off, since he thinks that this is his responsibility. Soon the 5 Kage do arrive, and the tailed beasts are of course separated and given to each of their nations. Naruto takes care of Madara, and then with the help of Itachi, they manage to seal him away with the help of that Totsuka blade. Soon everything pretty much resumes the same, as nothing really special happens, since nothing really changes. Naruto has many requests of people marrying him and stuff, but Naruto pretty much denies all of them because he's in love with a woman. And I didn't explore much of the romance content of this thing, but Naruto and Samui, if you guys remember Samui, the big assets girl from Kumo, Naruto and her were talking quite a bit, and while Naruto went to Kuma for missions here and there, and They like fell in love. Well, Naruto was sealed away. She was actually his girlfriend, and soon they actually like decide. Yeah, we gonna get married. Naruto gets married with her, and people are really happy with this since Naruto is incredibly handsome. You know, the original Boruto in the time skip is really badass, right? You cannot deny that, okay? Or like Boruto, as an adult or as a teenager, is pretty like a stud. So yeah, Naruto is also like a stud. So you know, after some time, uh, Momoshiki and Kinshiki arrive, but Naruto's power has grown so much takes care of Momoshiki with relative ease, but Momoshiki, who sees the JOUGAN in Naruto, actually decides to plant a karma seal on Naruto. Naruto, who's not the Hokage in this case. Naruto is not the Hokage, if you guys are wondering. It's Itachi who has become the Hokage. Yes, I love Itachi as Hokage. Itachi as Hokage for life. And eventually, Kawaki's karma seal and all that stuff pops out. Naruto confronts Kawaki about this, karma seal, since he also has, when Kawaki pretty much explains the entirety of, the arts deal about this karma seal. Naruto is like, okay, I understand. So you're telling me I have an alien inside of me, and that alien is trying to take over my body, and I literally don't have any way to stop it. And Kawaki's like, yeah, pretty much. But Naruto is the JOUGAN, managed to dive deep into subconscious and comes in contact with Momoshiki. He's like, oh boy, you defeated me pretty badly, but you little son of a bitch, I'm gonna take a roll about it. And Naruto's like, don't get cocky. Don't get you cocky, you little mother. And then so Naruto comes up with a plan, and that is to kill himself. It sounds pretty dark, but after all the Arshalot happens, it's not like Naruto this time who treats Kawaki with love and care and whatnot. But since Naruto has the karma seal, and Naruto via the JOUGAN can actually block off some of Momoshiki's presence and whatnot, actually even like manages to unlock the true essence form of the karma seal. That, along with his JOUGAN and whatever hacks he has, even though it's like Ishiki, I don't know who would win, because like both of them were incredibly strong. When of course Jigen would come in. I think Jigen is gonna get his ass whooped by Naruto, and after Jigen does get his ass whooped by Naruto, Ishiki comes out immediately, right? But the thing with that is Ishiki would not want to kill Naruto, but Naruto on the other hand wants Ishiki dead. So via that logic, I think I would say that Ishiki does not manage to kill Naruto, and everything happens happy-go-lucky, right? Not actually. When I think about it, actually Ishiki like this. Let's just say Ishiki kills Naruto, because Naruto is too strong, and to feed to the ten tails, since it's either do or die kind of situation with Naruto, right? If he doesn't go all out with full killing intent, he will actually die with Naruto's hand. So he actually kills Naruto, but Momoshiki, who refuses to let that happen, actually revives Naruto by using the remaining of whatever that has not been extracted via the karma. And Naruto, who immediately notices this since Momoshiki stops time, there's no confirmation that this time stopping thing doesn't work on Otsutsuki. So I'm just gonna assume that it does, and Ishiki is also frozen in time. And Naruto talks with Momoshiki, and Momoshiki is like, you cannot revive, and I cannot be revived in your body any longer. Naruto's like, a fuck yeah, now I can use your full power. And Momoshiki is like, yeah, son of a bitch. And Naruto sort of awakens two Renegons and each of his palms, and curb stomps Ishiki, who cannot stand against this Naruto. Soon Amado does implying the Kawaki with the karma, but since Naruto, who's already above Ishiki, and Ada and Damon, who Code tries to get with, and in order to deal with him, and Naruto And then Kawaki pretty much goes in as he did in the original. Um, let's just say Naruto's son like doesn't sense Kawaki. It's Naruto himself since he's an Otsutsuki somewhat. So he like goes after Kawaki and whatnot. And then soon, when Naruto does confront Code, he whoops his ass and just kills Code. Code is not standing any chance against this Naruto. Sorry, but he isn't. And then Ada is like, for fuck's sake, this Code, he's so useless. And then Ada pretty much decides to come over to the Hidden Leaf side since he wants to get close to Kawaki. Naruto's like, okay, fine, come, like, because, he can deal with Damon if he wants to. Again, Naruto is stronger than Ishiki. Ishiki is stronger than Damon. Damon, who's stronger than Jigen. So Damon is pretty much like bordering Ishiki level power, but it's still not quite there. If you guys are like wondering, like the power scaling of boards currently. So that's pretty much the end of the entire series, since we don't know what happens after that. This is what I'm gonna assume. And yeah, hopefully you guys liked it. And this is the end of What If Naruto had the JOUGAN and was neglected. And if you guys like this series, subscribe to my channel and like this video, and also share this video with many of your friends as possible. Since we do want the channel to grow. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace out, guys. See you in the next one.